Hello everyone, how are we today? I do know some of you are following my post, and for others, today I want to discuss about the most common mistake I see people making, home lovers making when they plan their renovation. So when you think renovation, building, you tend to, because you're associated with the builder or a renovator, the first thing most people do is they call up a builder or a renovator to get a quote, to come out there, have a look. And most builders and renovators do come out and they give you a quote. Now, say for example, you've got two renovators who've given you two quotes. How do you distinguish? How do you understand why one is different from the other? How do you understand what was going on in their mind? Now, I do know when you have them out, you might tell them a few things based on which they are giving you a quote. Now, you must remember, upgrading materials alone is not renovation. There is a process which comes right before that, and that is why I say calling the builder or the renovator at the first stage is not the right step. So what do? You actually have a process known as a design process. Unfortunately, not all renovators and builders are skilled to design. They are skilled to build. They are the to-do people. They need to build. They're not as much involved in the design aspect. Of course, if you tell them you want change of materials and the color, they will put that together. But how do you know is that the best effective way you have solved the space? Finally, you do a renovation, you end up having the same issues that you were having before. Who is there to think from your end, whether you've missed out something? That is where an interior designer comes into play. Now, what an interior designer is skilled to do is we come there, we understand your space, and we are more into space planning and solving the design issues first. Selecting the materials comes in the next stage. First, you have to get the design right. You have to make sure if there are some existing problems in your place that is sorted and a design is working for you. So design process is something I never like to hurry. Usually when I have clients, I do work on a couple of layouts and I do provide them with one or two options. Now that is just a start of a brainstorming session. You provide them an option, then you know what they like, and then we get into the detail of how we can use the space better, utilize all the space. If there are storage issues, how can we approach that concept? So there is this design stage, and that is why I said having an interior designer on board is the key. Because once you have the interior designer, you have your drawings, and of course then the next stage is selecting all the materials. Then you give, when you give the drawings out to quote, both the builders are looking at the same drawing. They know what is existing, they know what is proposed, and they are giving you a cost. So it's very easy to compare. It's like apples with apples. So hence I've been saying that calling a renovator or a builder is not the first step that you have to do when planning a renovation. Now this just reinforces, because yesterday I had a chat with one of the builder. I was actually calling him for the first time, and I was trying to figure out what is it that he do, because I wanted him to quote for a job that I've just finished designing. And he very obviously, he said, I don't want to do the design work. I want somebody to just give me the design so that I can build. That is what I do. I want to build. And I was so happy to hear that, because you must be aware, any builder or renovator, they would be really happy to work with an architect or a designer, because they understand we provide all the design solutions to them. And what they need to do is just build. So I've been posting about this last couple of days, and I was planning to come and share this on video. Finally, I've got it. So I hope you get that calling a renovator or the builder is not the first thing you have to do. So please make sure, do your research, and make sure you call your interior designer first. Thank you. Have a lovely day.